I think I could play right away. There's people in the NBA that I can guard right away. I mean, I know some people have to develop and some people have to get better with that, but that's one thing I can do as of now. Like if the NBA were to start the day, that's the one asset that I would bring is defense. I can guard somebody on the floor, and everything else is a bonus.
Jim, your interest goes beyond basketball. Is that something that's always been who you are, or was that something your parents instilled in you?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's always been who I am, pretty much.
Some of the projections have you going to New Orleans. Have you spent a lot of time talking to them leading up to the draft?
I spent some time talking to them. Yeah, Dale's a really good guy, and Coach Gentry, love him to death. It's a really good situation to have in New Orleans, and it's a great city. Two things that give me peace of mind is music and food. And they have the two of the best. They're the best at those two, I think.
You mentioned Coach Gentry specifically. Is it his personality, just like how much fun he is, basically?
He's so passionate. Coach Gentry is so passionate. Like he gets so lost, and when he's talking, you can see it in his eyes. And I love people like that because I feel like he's just as passionate about as me or more.
Jaylen, what was some of the feedback you got after your workout with the Sixers?
They said it was a good workout. They said thanks for coming in. They said they definitely like me. They just have to do their due diligence, have to see every other prospect with it. They said I shot the ball really well. And they said they were impressed by me.
What would you think about joining that young core of talent?
It'll be great. I know anywhere would be great, really. But the Sixers, I know they're rebuilding, so I think in a few years they're going to have a chance to change the kind of the dichotomy that the Sixers kind of have of losing and things like that. I think in a few years with Brian Colangelo, and I think they'll change things around.
Has working on your perimeter shooting been one of the biggest things you've tried to improve on this summer?
Yeah, for sure, because I think that's my biggest knock. So that's the one thing I wanted to show people that I can do. So that was the one thing I improved on during the summer.
What do you think separates you from a lot of the other top, maybe people who will be drafted before you? But what do you think separates you from those people, and you would be worth the investment for those teams?
I would say mindset. I would say things like that. I would say physical capabilities, ability, versatility, being able to play multiple positions, being stronger, more mentally ready, more mature. Things like that kind of add up when you're going into a city with a bunch of grown men on a team that you've never been used to, and then you're not going to be the guy on that team, and how fast can you mentally adjust? And I'm ready for it.
Do you have a preference for position where you play? Because you said you play multiple ones, but ideally, do you have a preferred one where you're most comfortable?
I guess I like, for me, I guess playing like a guard forward, bringing the ball up, having the ball in my hands, as well as making plays for others. That's where I feel the most comfortable.
With the stuff you're interested in off the court, why do you think it is that some teams consider that like a red flag type of thing? It seems like being a well-rounded person is probably a good thing. So it just seems strange that some teams think that way.
That's a good question. I can't quite answer that.
Me neither. That's why.
Hey, Jaylen, if you're asked this already, I apologize. Did you have any thoughts on Ivan opting to go back to school for at least one more year?
No, Ivan made the decision best for him, so I'm proud of him. Had no influence on it whatsoever. He has his group of people that he helps make his decisions, so I'm happy for him.